Hey there, pirates. Welcome aboard the Anime No Me channel. You won't go 6 months without new episodes of One Piece anymore. In One Piece, episode 1122, Kobe saves everyone with his honest impact, preventing the devastating blow on Hachinosu Island that could have taken many lives. However, from now on, those who only follow the anime or want to revisit the story may have to wait months without new episodes. Because of this, I decided to introduce a full anticipation segment where, using the manga, I will tell you everything that will happen in episode 1123 of the manga. Not only that, if you enjoy it, I'll bring the following episodes as well, so click like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to the episode. After Kobe stopped Avalo Pizarro's gigantic blow by using Hachinosu Island as his body, the Marine captain was extremely exhausted. He had no strength left and was rescued by Helmeppo, who leaped into the air to catch Kobe before he fell. The Marine members now celebrated that small victory, and Garp's message was sent to the Marine headquarters. The mission to save Kobe was completed. A new mission was given to all those present. All troops should move away from Hachinosu. That day would be remembered as a true threat to the pirates. Those who participated in the battle at Hachinosu would be the future of the Marines. But what about the past? The great hero of the Marines, Monkey D. Garp, was lying on the ground, a large ice spear piercing through his torso. After this, we moved to a distant place outside the New World. We returned to Fuchsia Village, where Luffy grew up. Despair was visible in every direction. Everyone was wondering about Garp, as his situation on the pirate island was unknown. Some even hoped he hadn't been declared dead. We then see Whoop Slap, the angry mayor of the village, telling people to stop talking nonsense. He said that Garp is a legendary man and there was no reason to worry about him. Even so, Makino said she was worried about Garp. In a newspaper, we also see a picture of Luffy. Her little boy smiled as he looked at the photo, and she also smiled, saying, "You really like your big brother Luffy, don't you?" Up on the mountain, the news also shocked everyone. Dadan was wondering what Garp and Luffy were thinking, drawing so much attention. But let's go back to the New World. This time, the scene takes us to the future island Egghead, where we see a gigantic fleet of ships, a powerful military force that surpasses even the Buster Call in numbers and strength surrounding the island. Over 20 battleships, more than 100 ships of various sizes, and inside them, a total of 30,000 Marines were ready to attack that place. And the attack had already begun. Leading this absurd force were 9 vice admirals from Marine headquarters. In order, we are shown Pomsky, Doberman, Dahl, Toa, Urban, Bluegrass, Hound, Red King, and Guillotine, most of them making their first appearance in this arc. Above them, only one man, the one leading everyone in this confrontation, Marine Admiral Kizaru. We then see a small gathering among the Marines on one of the ships. Kizaru was sipping his soup, while Sentomaru said he never thought Kizaru would be the one to go to Egghead to take Vegapunk's life, as the two had always been very close, true friends. At one point, Sentomaru mentions how amazing Vegapunk was, creating lasers for the pacifistas just by studying Kizaru's abilities. Yet now, they were there to end his life. Kizaru then says he couldn't cover for even his friends if they were researching the Void Century, finishing with the following phrase, open quotes, "I'm just a cog in this machine," and you can feel the weight in Kizaru's words. It's worth noting that in this mission, they couldn't just destroy the entire island like a Buster Call would, as causing damage there would destroy the technology present. Moreover, they knew that previously, Rob Lucci had failed in his initial mission to kill Vegapunk because the Straw Hats were there and interfered, so Luffy could be a problem for him. At this moment, we're taken to the perspective of another battleship. In that place, a man tells Vice Admiral Doberman to make sure no one knows he's there. The man was reading a newspaper that said the following, open quotes, "The Straw Hat Pirates have invaded Egghead and taken Vegapunk hostage," close quotes. The man then approved the article, which had been written for his benefit courtesy of Morgan's. That man was J. Garcia Saturn, one of the Gorosei, the warrior god of science and defense of the 5 elders, who now asked about the current situation. Doberman responded to him in an extremely formal manner, stating that there was no final report from CP0 yet. However, the fact that Sentomaru was still on guard meant there was no doubt that those inside lab phase were the 7 Vegapunks, the 4 Seraphim protecting them, and the group allied with them, which happened to be a Yonko crew, the Straw Hat Pirates. In addition, the advanced unit, led by 3 members of CPO Lucci, Kaku, and Stussy, was also present. However, there was a dome in place, a barrier still at 100%, so entering or leaving Punk Records was impossible. Everyone was still in the dark. A day had passed, and they had no idea what had happened inside. Saturn then questioned the Vice Admiral about the researchers and workers on the island. Doberman replied that they had managed to escape safely and had already been tracked, with their location confirmed. Everyone was safe. At that moment, Saturn's expression changed, He questioned what if someone aboard knows the truth, and then he ordered that they should be sunk immediately. Doberman also reported that the pirate jewelry Bonnie, the glutton, had also been seen on the island. However, Saturn told them to ignore her, saying, after all, Bonnie was just a child. After that, we get another wide view of the Marine fleet, and there's a report given to Kizaru. They had detected transmission waves coming from Egghead, as if they were somehow connecting to another place. At this moment, we see Kizaru holding a small Denden Mushi, which had a different function intercepting messages. We are then taken to a distant location where a Den Mushi was receiving a message. It was a contact with the Holy Land of Mary Joyce. In the authority room, we see it was Vegapunk York who was contacting the elders. She was shouting that they were being too cruel. She questioned why she had to lose her life too. After all, it was she who had revealed everything about Vegapunk's plans. York was the traitor, but in the end, she was still a Vegapunk, and her betrayal didn't change that. Even so, York was desperate. She said it was absurd, and that if she were truly interested in the Void Century, she wouldn't have told them anything. After this, the elders seemed to try to deceive York once again, saying she had done well to survive. But what they really wanted was to extract information from her, asking if CP0 had shown up and what had happened to the Straw Hat Pirates. York then said that since she was the one who called, she would let them guess. After all, her survival shouldn't be a surprise. The Seraphim were under her command. Finally, York questioned why there was a fleet surrounding the entire island and asked if they were going to declare war on her. In the end, the elders said they had changed their minds about her. But first, they asked a question. Was York capable of replicating the Mother Flame on her own? At that moment, we see that she apparently could. York said the reactor she needed was there. The elders just needed to promise not to target her beloved lab, and do one more thing. York wanted to become a celestial dragon. The elders then said that this would be arranged, but York's tone changed. Now scared, she shouted, "I need something else first. Save me from Luffy." At that moment, everyone who heard that message was shocked. Those were York's last words, as she had actually been captured by the Straw Hat Pirates. Thus, episode 1123 will come to an end. Comment on what you thought and if you want more episodes in this format as well. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.